Steve Morgan here, Australian Bass Tournaments at the conclusion of the Z-Man round of the Daiwa BREAM Series here on the Gold Coast. This is Jamie McKeown's castle, and he let nobody beat him this weekend. Came in with the biggest bag of the day on day two, over 3.2 kilos, to jump from second place into first place. Put Matthew Fatafay into second place, mate, and I think all your pre-fishing's paid off. You changed position on day two and you got the job done.
Yeah, it was. I was pretty nervous this morning about I had planned to fish the Broadwater area day one and then go north to Jacobs Well on day two. And this morning it was like, I was driving here, I still didn't know what I was going to do. And then when I got here this morning, I had a chat to Mark Sarek. He said, no, don't be stupid, just go north. Yep. So I'm glad I stuck to my guns and got up there, and yeah, they were really hungry.
So you fished the canal system near Cabbage Tree Point there, the new system, but it hasn't got all houses in it, but the ones that there have got fish on them. Yeah,
there's pretty much one stretch that you can fish. It's going to be awesome when everyone builds their houses and puts their pontoons in there. There'll be plenty of room, but yeah, there's only like one stretch that's got fishable pontoons. All the rest the ones that are there, they seem to have a lot of snotweed on them, to the ones towards the front, so you can't really get anything to the fish where they are. So yeah, there's only sort of maybe a few hundred metres each side that you can sort of milk them.
Let's talk about the big bag that you caught today. What tackle and techniques did you put together to get it done? It looks like a crankbait. Cranking the pontoons is a pretty Gold Coast thing.
Yeah, mate, yeah, it's I've been doing it for quite a while now, and it's something that works, like especially when that sun comes up. The fish tend to, and it come up today and it was still as, and I could throw the bent minnow and you'd see him come out a little bit and then just sort of shy away from it, or just go sit a couple of feet under the lure, and they wouldn't really commit to it. But once start parallel cranking the pontoons, they were up there and they were hungry. So
take us through the technique. You throw parallel to the front of the pontoon. How do you work it?
Yeah, well, that's the key to it. I think you've got to. Each day seems to be different. Like some days they'll want it sort of twitched and paused. Other days they'll just want it slow cranked and just keep moving it. Even when they're hitting it, just keep moving it. Today was sort of a bit in between. Like you bring it back and start moving it, and you'd feel a couple of hits and then nothing, and then you just give it a couple of twitches and then bang, something would crack it.
Take us through the tackle you use for this. That's some of Josh's new braid, is it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, this is X-Braid PE8. So that's 16 pound. That's the Shangri-La. It's perfect for doing that sort of stuff. Like it's very little effort to cast a long way. And yeah, I'm really impressed with it.
What do you match it with, leader wise?
I'm using 6 pound X-Braid leader as well.
Throwing the little deep diving crankbait and spilled it on a little threadline reel. This thing weighs nothing. You can throw it all day, no worries.
Yeah, mate. Josh has come so far in the design of his rods. Like that rod is. I think we've got something planned a little bit later on. This rod, I can do everything with it. I can throw an unweighted aqua right up to a heavy cranky crab on it, and it's great for guys that don't want to have 10 boats on their deck. If they only want to have 4 or 5 rods, they can break lures off and put something else on it, and it'll work.
Yeah. Well, mate, it's a good event for you. I think this is your second event win for 2021. You're going to be giving the Angler of the Year a bit of a nudge now, depending on how Gladstone goes.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's something that I've wanted to tick off. It's something that's avoided me for a few years. So yeah, I'll be going for it. That's for sure.
There you go. You'll see Jamie in action at Gladstone. You'll be able to follow his event on the live scoreboard. Of course, the Gladstone app, the last round of the qualifying round for the Daiwa BREAM Series this year. App-based round at Gladstone where you're kicking the barrow out of the way to catch the bream, and you've done it for a few years now, so you sort of know where to go.
Yeah, mate, I'm looking forward to it. I love going up there and fishing. It's just you catch such a big range of bycatch, and it's all stuff that pulls really hard. Yeah,
yeah, the bream you catch pull the least.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's awesome fun up there.
Well, there you go. There's our champion for the Gold Coast round, the Z-Man round of the Daiwa BREAM Series, Jamie McKeown. Keep an eye out on him for Angler of the Year this year.